This is Kobold Assault on Reaper 1. This is another quest I really probably ought to not do on Reaper, but we're doing pretty reasonably well. I think we had one wipe on Reaper, which I sort of knew going into we probably wouldn't succeed on, and then we've succeeded on everything else. We had a couple of, hireling deaths, incapacitations, things like that, but just the one death by me so far, so that's good. Um, All right, so I'm going to bring the hireling in. The one thing that kind of makes me feel confident that we could somehow manage to finish this quest, even if it's ugly, which I'm expecting it to be, is that there's a shrine, a ray shrine, and a rest shrine just outside the quest. And of course, if there's a reaper by there, it's probably not going to go so well if even if we shrine and come back. But there's things we could do. I think at least to make it a little bit better. So we're going to give it a shot, see how it goes. Um, we're going to try to make sure we're in running distance of this area here if things get bad. There's a Reaper right off the bat. So there's 200 enemies in this quest, and so there's going to be Reapers. One of the things let's see, I need Flower to give me a heal. This is pretty ominous start, but I'm going to just kind of retreat and see if I can't get Flower to heal me. Because my heals are just at this level are not so good. Nope, she wants to go right back in the fight. Another Famine Reaper. I got to get Flower here and maybe change her to this. This is ridiculous. Cruelty, not good. All right, good, a heal. Let's see. Maybe we'll just set up shop in here. We've got a res shrine, and it seems like they don't come in here as quick. On a more powerful character, this is actually not a hard quest on Reaper. But on this, so I'm going to run out here and just try to clear this mob. So pretty dicey there in the beginning with that Reaper. Mainly, I think I had my hireling on the do its best setting, and it seems like not all hirelings, but at least this particular hireling, when I put that hireling on do its best, that hireling thinks that means charge the Reaper instead of healing me when I'm at low health. So okay, that's 3 Famine Reapers. So we've had this will be good. I'm going to keep track of the total number of Reapers we have because with 200 enemies, it'll give me an idea of how many we'll get. And that's the reason why we wouldn't want to do this quest on Reaper. There's quests where they only have 10 enemies around there, and then we're here. This one has 200. So to get Reaper points, we're going to need 20 times the number of enemies and potentially Reapers. And I see another Reaper over there, and it's a Carnage. Not good. So let's see if we can maybe thin the herd a little bit here before I go take care of that Carnage Reaper. All right. So let's go kind of retreat back into our little keep here. So that's counting that one. That's 4 Reapers that we've seen so far. That's a lot, a lot of Reapers. We've seen some quests. We've gone through the whole quest and not even seen a Reaper. But it's good to do. This quest isn't complex. The ones I'm absolutely not doing on Reaper are things, that are complex and things that are and difficult. So things like stealthy repossession, the pit, those type of things. I'm not going to be doing on Reaper. But something like this that's just pretty straightforward but difficult, I could at least try it on Reaper. I want to make sure that I'm trying to give a realistic view of what people could do on a First Life free-to-play account with no VIP perks and store things. And this, it's just about everything. Okay, so there's our another Reaper, another Plague. So let's get him quick. All right, let's retreat in the keep. I'm on a timer for healing debuff. Let me get Flower out here. Hopefully Flower will heal me. And I'm just about out on my timer, so I'm about ready to. Once I clear this mob here, I'm gonna run in the keep and try to regroup and get my buffs back on. It's hard in a quest like this where they just come at you so fast and so many. The good news is we're almost halfway, and it gets easier once you reach that halfway mark. All right, so I'm gonna run in, try to get my buffs on. Flowers at about half. That's actually pretty darn good. If Flower was out of spell points right now, that would be, potential problem. We get Flower a little more safety. All right, we're all buffed up now. Want to make sure that Shio Clicky's on so we don't get one shot by a Famine Reaper. And I'm glad the Kobolds gave us enough time to get through that. And really, this build kind of helps a lot because with the evasion and the Paladin PRR, I've got kind of the best of both worlds. I've got a pretty decent, survivable tune, but also one that could withstand these, um, casting. Has a pretty good handle on casting damage, especially with that evasion. So let me grab these bags. And we're at 105, so I think once we get to about half, it gets easier, and I think we're in the home stretch. And at some point, I'm going to probably go and take care of that Reaper. I'm not going to let it just sit out there. But the mobs are still thick enough that I don't want to add a Reaper to the mix. Well, the one nice thing is because of the mob density, we haven't gotten very many remnants so far, but we're getting a lot. Well, I mean, we're getting an absolute ton here today here because there's so many mobs, that are champions and they're just more. There's going to be more drops of everything. Collectible bags, remnants, reapers, everything. Let's get this champion. Yeah, you can see Flowers taking some pretty big damage cast from the lightning. I think I got a little too close to that Carnage Reaper. That's okay. I think we are now ready to handle him. And anyhow, we need to get that shrine cleared. Here's another two more Reapers. That's bad news. See, that famine that just saved me three Reapers. Oh wow, this will be quite the test. And I'm slowed. So we got the fear and the carnage. Well, that was fun. I've lost track of Reapers, but that's 8, I think. Of course, I never get them when I want them in Haverdasher, but so we're yeah, it doesn't feel like it's slowing down as much as usual. I think it might be just because it's taking longer to clear the mobs than I usually am used to. But it's going fine. I mean, we're a little far away from the shrine. I want to kind of move back towards the shrine a little more. And Flower's out of spell points, so I'm gonna like have Flower go and hope the rogues don't uh, harass her. So far, so good. That's the challenge is they have that shrine there, but it's hard to actually get to use it. There you go. She's at full. We only have 45 left, and she's at full spell points. That's pretty nice. That should be. I mean, even if like I get triple Reapered again and die, but I think this so far this is the first triple Reaper encounter we had, so that was kind of exciting. It was kind of fun to crush it, and beat it. Uh, this is this is definitely a step up. It's a pretty good indicator that we could probably step up the skull rating. Right now, I'm using a level 1 weapon for the most part because of, it's the only thing I have with ethereal, and I just find swapping weapons, uh, you know, a little bit too slow, a little bit too problematic when Reaper comes up on me. So I just keep this Ghost Touch weapon all the time, and at this level, it's fine. It won't be fine pretty soon. But next level we get in our paladin, um, our paladin tree, we get Ghost Touch on all of our weapons. So that's gonna be very exciting. Okay, I need to rebuff here. Let me see if I can get a chance to do that. Start with a shield, number one. Treasure bag, grab that. I like to get these treasure bags as I go because I find it such a pain afterwards. And you can see from the crafting, just by picking up these bags and collectibles, how much we're able to craft now. So that's pretty exciting. You're gonna really like crafting. 15 left. So at this point, it should be really slowing down now. Ooh, that almost one-shot flower. Let me see if I can. You can see that damage is pretty tough. I'm gonna go ahead and use my lay on hands on flower. Quest is almost over. But you can see it's the Cobalt Shaman Lightning is no joke. I'm guessing she failed her save, so she has 138 hit points. That put her down to, so that was about 125 damage from that one spell. And I mean, one point we had 4 or 5 shamans out there, but most of them were keyed on me, and I'm evading most of their spells. I haven't noticed taking any big damage at all, so I may have failed a spell here and there, but I have that electric absorb, electric resist to kind of get around it. All right, now we're really in the home stretch. Um, Even if things go terrible at this point, we're in pretty good shape because we have the shrine, flowers at full, spell points are nearly full. Champions, 2 champions, that's no joke. Once we slay the 200th, the leader comes, and then we could just kill the leader and finish. When that plague reaper came, I should have just backed up and went to the shrine. No need to take any chances here. We're so close. And there's a carnage, and I'm gonna just back up here and let's see. We're probably gonna have to deal with this carnage reaper. The leader should come, and if he chases me, we may have to deal with this Carnage Reaper. Here he is. All right. All right, quest complete. So I'm just going to run. Wow, I took damage there, but it wasn't much. Let's make him chase us in here. I don't want to deal with that Carnage Reaper if I could avoid it. All right, so we survived our first triple Reaper encounter. That's both the first one, not only the first one we survived, it's the first one we've encountered. So that was exciting. So that's Kobold Assault on Reaper 1. It's very fast. I didn't see how much Reaper XP we had there, but fair amount because we just need a little over 1,000, and I'm starting to feel pretty bullish that we'll get it before we finish this level.